Today, we're diving into a battle of the bank accounts that make crypto wallets cry. Or, at the very least, you. Because, well, you know, you're poor.
Just give me my money!
We're comparing 3 absolute units of wealth. The man who crashed economies by being too generous. An anime character who probably has money, cheat codes enabled. And a guy who thought buying Twitter was a good investment decision. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Battle of the Ballers! Mansa Musa, the legendary Sultan of Mali, didn't just travel to Mecca. He turned the entire journey into a flex so legendary, we're still feeling its effects today. During his pilgrimage to Mecca, this man handed out so much gold that he caused hyperinflation in every city he passed through. Imagine being so rich that giving away gifts ruins multiple economies, past, present, and future. That's like tipping every Uber driver so much that the entire transportation industry collapses. That's that big Mansa energy all the girls have heard about.
Mansa Summer!
My man controlled half of the world's gold supply while Europe was still figuring out that bathing might be a good idea.
I am your soap messiah. Why do you not love me?
Your greatest weapon is your enemy's economy. Unless you're Mansa Musa, then it's your own economy.
We're in danger!
Dear diary, some guy just tipped me enough gold to cheat on my wife 12 more times. Girlfriends assemble.
We're in danger!
Look, I know he's technically not anime, but tell that to the Japanese who made him their wealth god. You see, Scrooge McDuck is responsible for all the manga and anime in the world. Osamu Tezuka, the man responsible for creating manga and the father of anime culture, admitted several times that he was inspired to create the very first manga after he had seen cartoons of Scrooge McDuck. That means Scrooge McDuck isn't just the girls them sugar, he's the original anime bad boy prototype.
Scrooge Summer!
With a grand net worth of 5 multiplijillion, 9 impossibillion, 7 fantastica trillion dollars and 16 cents. Scrooge McDuck has a money bin he swims in. That's right, he evolved past water and learned to breathe gold. Unlike other billionaires who invest in companies, this duck invests in adventure and somehow still profits. His first dime has plot armor thicker than a protagonist's plot armor. But don't ask him to give you any. Scrooge McDuck is notoriously frugal, and the idea of giving away precious coins would break his brain.
Legend has it, he's still counting his money to this day.
The only billionaire who decides company strategy via Twitter polls. Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion just to rename it to X, because apparently the letter T offended him.
I pity the fool.
Elon has enough money to solve world hunger, but chose to build flamethrowers and rockets instead. And he's still the only person on this list who might actually watch this video and tweet about it. What's the biggest thing you would buy if you had an infinite money hack? These guys have money, and they know how to flex it. In this round, we compare the biggest purchase each of our ballers made. Mansa Musa built a new mosque every Friday during his reign. Weird flex, but okay. This guy went to bed dreaming up mosque ideas to terrorize building engineers on a weekly basis. Scrooge McDuck went shooting for all threes when he bought the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone. Ask any Harry Potter fan and you'll know that's a big deal. Scrooge McDuck bought the Philosopher's Stone with lots of money to spare and then returned it for a refund. He really might be him. And finally, Elon, who spent $44 billion on the world's most expensive group chat app. Why? Why not? It's a flex off, remember? You've got to spend big or go home, and we don't do return policies. Sorry, Scrooge. For this round, the winner is clearly Elon, but only because Mansa Musa never had the chance to overpay for a social media platform. You can't be rich and not have a weird daily habit. In this round, we've got Mansa Musa, whose daily habit was rebuilding entire cities he visited just because he could. Who was checking this guy?
You get the city. You get the city. Everybody gets a city.
We have Scrooge McDuck, who was getting his daily fitness in by swimming in a gold bin of coins. R.I.P. physics. And then we've got Elon, who tweets at 3 a.m. about turning humans into cyborgs. And you know, he tweets from behind a desk and not his phone, right? Tough call for this round, but it seems we're gonna have to edge it slightly to Scrooge McDuck. The man, Duck, defies physics daily. That's God-tier daily flex positioning for sure. These guys have so much money, you could argue they don't really need to manage it. Mansa Musa clearly got the memo. Remember, this is the guy who would crash economies by being too generous. Money manage what now? Scrooge McDuck, on the other hand, is notoriously frugal and never spent a penny he didn't have to. Finally, Elon... Well, it seems results may vary. The winner again, Scrooge McDuck, because at least he knows where his money is, in a giant bin he can swim in. And now it's time for the ultimate showdown. With that much money, you've got to put your big wealth on the table. If these three had to face off in a wealth measuring contest, who do you think would win? Picture all three of them in a game of Monopoly. Mansa Musa would obviously buy every property and give them away for free. The man would crash the global economy trying to prove he's the richest. There's also a real chance that Scrooge would actually refuse to pass go to avoid paying taxes. He would spend the entire game counting each dollar out one by one. And Elon would definitely try to replace all the properties with Mars colonies and rockets. That is, if he's not tweeting that he's the winner before the contest even starts. So, in the final battle, the ultimate showdown between these megabucks ballers, the clear winner is Mansa Musa. If you're rich enough to crash economies, you're rich enough to earn the title of the richest to ever walk the earth. That's at least until Elon moves to Mars and becomes the richest man there. But hey, that's just a theory, a myth anime theory. Thanks for watching, and leave enough likes and subscribes to crash your local economy.